Lady Be Free here from Freestyle Predictions. Check this out, loved ones. Right now we're going to do a spirit message concerning the separation of you and your ex, okay? How about that? Alright, check this out. We're going to go inside of the front spirit message before the message. Would that be alright? Alright, let's get it. It is showing here, sisters, it is showing here that for some of your ex-husbands or your ex-child or children's father, since you guys been separated, it's showing here that your ex now is up under the spirit of heavy rejection. The spirit of rejection is on your ex right now. And brother, this could be for some of you, for a female, your ex-wife, your ex-children's mother, or your child's mother. It could be her. But I do feel more so it's concerning a divine feminine that was abused and mistreated by a karmic male. Or it could have been that this man was a divine masculine but had now fallen from grace, okay? All right, he's wiped out. The crown has been taken off his head, all right? Let's get inside of this. So again, some of the masculines are facing rejection here, and it is heavy, okay? It is also showing here that he is very defeated, or she is very defeated. The spirit of defeat is here amongst them. It is also showing here that the woman that he ran to only deals with him for money, so that way she could provide herself with the drugs that she would need. I do believe that for some of the fallen masculines, they are on drugs along with this karmic female, or they returned back to drugs when he got with her, okay? It is also showing her hygiene is not the greatest, and he is describing this woman as a 304. It is showing here that this 304 is filthy, and her vagina really smells. So it's showing here that she keeps vaginal infections here. All right, looks like she might be a undercover streetwalker, prostitutions, have sex for money. Okay. It also showing here that for some of the 304s that your fallen masculine got with here, she done already has sexual encounters with 3 of his family members. And it could be karma, because he may have had sex with 3 of your karmic family members. Okay, and we know that what goes around comes around, okay? All right. It is also showing here that all they do is have fights and they drink a lot. All me and the 304 do is drink, drug, and fight. I am pissed. It is also showing here, confirming what I said earlier. If your ex don't have any money, he can't see plan B. So when you hear me say plan B, that's the choice he chose after you, okay? All right, so if he don't have any money, he can't see her, okay? It's also showing for some cases, not all cases, but for some, he may have tried to move in with the 304, but that was a no-go, okay? For some of them, I am sensing that some of the 304 females that they chose after you could be homosexuals, They will have sex to lay on a couch. They would have sex with another to have a roof over their head. Okay? They would trick to have housing. Okay? All right? For some of your exes, it is showing here that even their family members, and of course yours, is telling them now, you may have stayed with Maria. You might should have stayed with Maria or Kelly or Jennifer. You wasn't shooting this bad when you was with your family. No. Nancy never had you out here looking this bad. You never was shooting this bad when you was with your family, but look at you. Look at what your choice have done to you. Okay? All right. It is also showing here that for some of your ex-husbands or your ex-child's or children's father, it's showing here that they had a secret hidden lifestyle that he didn't want anyone to know about, but it creeped out anyway by the mouth of someone else. It's showing here that he was on the down low, and maybe he had pissed off the same-sex person that he was having sex with, and now they are spilling the beans, letting it be known that no. Randy likes men. And how I know? Because we done got down. Okay? He sneaks over here every night after 2:30 a.m. Okay? For no one can see him coming through my door. I am being signaled that for some cases, the man that your ex has slept with may be a rainbow, a proud rainbow, and he's out of the closet. He's not scared of himself. He's not ashamed of his sexuality, whereas your ex is. And he may have pissed off this person, and they like, no, you will not play these games with me. Everybody, Randy is on the down low. How I know? Because we got down. Okay? All right? All right, check this out. It is also showing here that for some cases, your ex is now, since you've been gone, he may have had troubles with the neighbors. And it's looking like the neighbors don't want him in the area, don't want him in the neighborhood. They just don't like him there. Okay? I know the neighbors don't want me around here anymore. Okay? It is also showing here that there may be two males that is plotting a robbery on your ex. Okay? It is also showing here for some cases that your ex is now drinking and drugging out of control. When he was with you, he was an angel. He wasn't doing the drinking and the drugs. Okay? Because of you, he had a way of packing it down, hiding it away, putting that mask on. Okay? Now that you are gone, that mask has fell off. And here come the drugs and the drinking. Okay? I am also being led to say that he may have spoke bad about you and said that it was you that was doing the drinking and the drugs, but no one ever seen it. But they see a hell of a lot coming out of your ex. Some is asking him, if it was Nancy, man, how can it be you? Okay? All right, let's move. It is also showing here for some cases that not long after you left him, he had went to jail. And we did notice that it said he's drinking and drugging and he's out of control. He done turned into a monster. The mask has fell off. He don't have that protection of the hideaway without you not being there with him. Okay, see, you was nothing but a covering. Okay, you was nothing but a covering. And now that you are gone, it's all hanging right out. Okay? All right. The Most High is saying, now that you removed yourself from your ex, I will show him my hand. Okay, so that lets me know for some of these cases here, this man was dealing with a real child of God. For some of you sisters, you got a relationship with God that's out of this world. And this man is going to F around. And he is right now for some of them at this moment, at this hour, at this time, finding out God don't play about you, babe. Okay? All right. Oh my God. It is showing here. Did you hear that horn blow out there? All right. It is showing here. Your ex will be set up and killed. Should have sat down somewhere. And remember earlier, moments ago, it was saying that two men, for some cases, are plotting. Y'all hear that horn out there? Saying that he was going to be set up by two men and robbed. Okay? All right. Check this out, loved ones. That was the front spirit message before the message. All right. Do get the thumbs up, share, and also please subscribe. For this energy is for the past, the present, and the future. It also can be reversed, okay? Everything that I am saying, loved ones, could be you and your doings. So now, collective, let us ride. And collective, let us be 18 and plus, all right? How y'all doing out there? All right. Let's get inside of this because we don't want it to be too lengthy. Now, I got a message further concerning him, and I also most definitely got you some good news after the separation. Which one would you like to start with? You want to continue with him? Because as you can see, we got the good, the bad, the ugly here. All right? So since we had left off with him, let's continue with him, okay? All right. Check it. It is showing here that no one will help your ex, not even God. That's because he played with the wrong one. No, baby, you can't play with God's like this here. You will not play with God's child like this. Many if God sent you this person, you will not play with them like this. Okay? So again, no one will help your ex, not even God. Meaning that the Most High will not hear his prayers when he gets in trouble. Some of them is facing all types of calamity right now. Okay? When times was good, when he was with you, you was the only one praying while he wanted to go bust the streets down. Okay? Now that he is having nothing but hard times, he want to come and get up in God's face, and God saying, no, not today, Buster. It don't work like that. You ain't showing me no obedience. You're talking junk about me and her, even about your kids. No, I don't hear you. Okay? All right, because when I told you to come on, you wanted to be with them streets, and the hoes and the 304s. Now, toodaloo, goodbye. Okay? All right, God don't hear this man. God don't hear this man. God do not hear this man here. Okay? All right, check it. And again, it's furthering it. Your ex has no protection. And concerning the karmic or the 304 that he chose after you, now the karmic is saying to your ex, he's not it. Okay, y'all know what I'm saying. Big Pop don't allow me to talk like that, and I won't, okay? But no, even the 304 is discovering him now, and she's saying, you ain't doodly squad. Okay? You ain't doodly squad. Now see why Renee put the boots on your butt and told you to get up out of her life. Because that's exactly what I'm about to do to you too. Get up and get up out of here. Not out of here, but out of here. Okay? All right. Check it, y'all. Plan B is now, there it is. I know I was seeing it. Plan B is now seeing the truth about your ex. And she don't like it, okay? She don't like none of it. Because not all of them is 304s, okay? Some of them is decent women that he thought that he had the takeoffs on and thought he was going to manipulate and lie and scheme and scam and skip and scoop. And that woman like, no, get up out of here. Again, not out of here, but out of here. Okay? All right? So for some of them who they chose after you, no, they seeing them. All right? I feel like a fool now because the karmic did not want me. And the front message there, for some cases, it did explain that they was with someone that might be drugged out and she only calls him when he get paid or if he have some money to fund her drug situation there. And again, for some of them, they doing drugs and drinking right on with her. Okay? All right. For some cases, when your ex come knocking at the 304 door or the karmic or the woman that is nice that he thought he was going to manipulate, they telling him to get up out of here. Get your tail right up out of here. Because I know you and I see you and Jeanette was not lying about you. You a scam and a skeezer. You a male skeezer. You ain't nothing but a whole lot. That's all you is. A male prostitution. That's all you want. But you ain't gonna get it here. And matter of fact, everybody in this house, when you see Joe D, don't you answer my door. Keep my windows closed. Turn off all the lights. Turn the TV down. Matter of fact, call the police on them. Get them up away from my door. Okay? Call the police on them. All right? All right, so yeah. The first card that came out, the front spirit message was the spirit of rejection is on this man. Okay? All right. The woman I ran to never wanted me. No, she wanted those drugs. You will never be stronger than them drugs. You will never be stronger than them drugs to her. That's all she wants is them drugs. And she's going to do anything to get it. Okay? Who is you? Huh? Huh? Who is you? Compared to her drug use. Niggy, please. You better get up out of here. You ain't nothing. Not compared to them drugs there. In fact, she'll even kill you for the drugs, boy. What you talking about? All right, no. Okay, so it's saying that the woman that I ran to never wanted me. And she ghosted me. Yeah, because you ain't got the drugs up. You ain't got what it take, boy. You ain't got what it take. No, she ain't never liked it you. She stayed and played all up in your face as long as she seen the dime bag or the crack. Okay? And we know that's whack. All right? That's all she wanted was that crack. Okay? Or the pills or the fentanyl or whatever they got out there. Okay? That's what she wanted. She didn't want you. She didn't even want your wang wang. That girl get high off crack. Okay? All right, check this out. The karmic called me out. Now I have to run from him or her. Remember, there is a same-sex loving concerning your ex-husband, your ex-gentleman, I can't say a gentleman, your divine masculine, because he's not a divine masculine anymore. He's been wiped out and the crown has been taken off his head. He's been demoted. Okay? Now he don't wear that title no more. Okay? So whoever he was laying up with, whether it was a man or a woman, they gonna out him with the secrets that he liked to do. These are sexual secrets. So if it was a woman, they may have had all types of weird sexual fetishes in their bedroom. 3 ways, 4 ways, animals, plugs. They put the rolls down and the dildos down. Now they do other things in there. Okay, and somebody done got ticked off, pissed off. And now they telling it all. Okay, let's move. This man is very angry and jealous. He is also saying, now I see you're doing well better than me. Okay? Now see, you're doing well better without me. Okay? And so if you're doing well better without him, that means he was the curse in your life. Okay? And brothers, turn it around. If it was a woman that dogged you, and she might be a demoted divine feminine that God had to scooting out of your life. Okay? You done came up ever since this woman been out your life. Okay? She was nothing but a hidden 304. You was her covering to hide them prostitute and skeezer type ways that was on her. Okay? But she can't hide no more because the covering is gone. Okay? She's well out in the open now. Everything's out in the open. Okay? All right. And everybody can see her as well. I'm really mad because you're really happy without me. For real. You ain't acting like you happy no more. Because when you was with them, you had to pretend like you was happy to keep your mind straight. Okay? And to keep people out your business and out your life. And you did good with it too. Okay? But see, he knows you. And he knows that you are happy for real this time, okay? And he's mad because he ain't got no joy, no happiness. For some of them, they ain't even got a roof over their head, no money, not a job, no love, no protection, no respect. They ain't got nothing. And even the Bible says that if you ain't got love, you ain't got nothing. You ain't nothing but a big joke of noise there. You ain't nothing but noise without love. Okay? All right. Let's move. Yeah. It's saying here, I'm still hateful and jealous of you. I'm trying to hide it, and I can't. Yeah, no, you can't hide ugliness like that. You will never be able to hide no jealousy. It's going to come out every once in a while. Okay? Until it can't hide no more. Until it's fully fledged, manifested. Okay? No, that right there gonna come out. Okay? All right? Without you, I can't pay my rent in full anymore. So for some of you, you guys might have been lovers as well as roommates. And when you was there, brother, sister, the rent was always paid. But now since you have separated, that's a done deady there. And they ain't going on no more. They giving the landlord trying to... Y'all, the rent is $1,500. And this crackhead is trying to give the rent man $75 on a $1,500 rent. Get up out of here, okay? Check this out. The landlord has noticed without you in his life or her life, your ex can't pay the full rent anymore. And it is also showing your ex is now regretting it all. Oh boy. Your ex is saying, I'm so sorry and I really want you back. No, you don't want her back. You don't want him back. You want things to get better. Okay? You went out there and told them lies. You went out there and said it wasn't nothing. You went out there and said it was crazy. You went out there and said that they was messing up your life. You got your family involved. You manipulated your family. You gaslit her with your family. You made your family out of flying monkeys. And they became flying monkeys because they didn't really properly investigate what was going on. They figured that because you are my family, I got to take your word. Okay, well, now take this here truth of what you really seeing. How they doing? Yeah, how they doing? Okay, all right. And the spirit is showing here for some of your ex will never see any day of peace and favor again. You was the ultimate peace and favor that God sent them to their life. You was the ultimate peace and favor. But they threw it in the trash. They thought they was better than you. Okay? They thought they can do it without you. But they non-praying self. How you gonna move and wiggle around without prayer? How you figure that you gonna jam on the one without God not being there? Oh, crazy. Don't let me sing my Patsy Clyde, okay? Y'all know that's my girl. Check it. Oh my God. Your ex down low lover is about to put your ex on full blast, okay? Now they can't pay the full rent, but this ex down low lover that they was messing and bumping with, they about to put him on full blast, okay? All right, and I mean a blast, okay? All right, yeah, and it is showing here that everyone is now rejecting your ex, whether it be the female or the male. This person is raggedy, tired, stank, disgusting. Just look like somebody threw this joke in a trash can now. Oh, they smelly too. They stinking there. You a stinking boy. Yeah, you stinking there. Girl, go on somewhere. You as purity stinking. They out there on them streets real bad, y'all. Don't let them back in that house. Listen to me. For some of you, you got kids by this person. Daddy, you might got custody of the kids because she went out there and got herself trapped back out there on them streets. There it is. There it is. You heard that horn there? All right, that's confirmation there. Went out there and got back out there on them streets. She out there prostitution out there. She out there skeezalizing and doing everything up under the sun that ain't right. Okay? And then every blue moon, she want to come by and act like she want to see the kids. Don't you let her touch them kids. Okay? All them heebie-jeebie germs out there, the hucklebees and chicken pox and the H-town and the other H-town and syphilis and all of that. I don't let this woman touch them kids there. Okay? Oh, God, no. And hepatitis, don't let her kiss them kids there. Don't let her kiss them kids there. I keep hearing hepatitis. A while back I heard hepatitis. Don't you let her breathe in them kids' face. Okay? There. No. This person, these people are shooting bad there, y'all. Okay? It's showing here that no one welcomes your ex anywhere. Nobody welcomes your ex anywhere. It's showing here that doors are being slammed in their face. Like I said, people are saying, if that's Randy, shut my door. If that's Randy saying, here, don't answer my phone. Turn off the TV. They out there at the door there. Turn my TV down. Call the police on them. Call the police on them and get them away from my door. Call 911. Get them out of here. Okay, I want him around my door. Okay? They look like he is steel or something. Yeah, this person is shooting bad, greasy clothes on. Look like he been working up under a car or something. Working up in somebody, he just greasy there. I was gonna say working in somebody's restaurant, making hamburgers, and he spilled grease on them. Oil or something. Just purely greasy there, y'all. Okay, don't you let this joker in there. He ready to steal. Because the joker here back on drugs too. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's back on them drugs. He's back on the crack. Okay, and we know that's whack. Okay, yeah, some of them back on that pipe. Okay, doing that peace pipe again there. But it ain't the peace that me and you know. No, he doing a piece of pop. Okay? And he's doing it all not. Okay, no, don't let that joker kiss them babies. Keep them away from them kids. And them sexual transmitted demons that he done collected were having whole sex with women out there, men out there, and he collecting all these type of spirits there. Sexual nonsense. Sexual nonsense there. You greasy garbage. Get up out of here there. I feel you strong. Get up. Get up out of here. Don't you come at my sister, though. Don't you come at my brother, though. And I mean, he's manifested, possessed with sexual transmitted demons that he done collected or she done collected. We're having whole sex out there on them streets. Okay? All right, let's get it straight. And don't you have sex with them no more. I'm talking about with a condom. Don't do it there. Get a rose. My mama used to say, you can get your own self funky. You know what she talking about, okay? But for me, I don't like to get myself funky. I gotta have a man, okay? Okay, and if I ain't got no man, I don't do it at all. Now, I don't like touching myself, okay? I do not like doing that. No, that was never my groove. No, I don't like that. No, I got to have the real stick, okay? But when I ain't got the stick, no, I don't play those type of games. Some people do, you know, do what you like. But for Lady B, I got to have the real groove, okay? All right. But I had always had good sexual control anyway, all right? But check this out. Yeah, people slamming doors in their face. He looked like he was still there, y'all. Again, some of your exes is having difficulties with the neighbors. They want them out. They want her out of this neighborhood. I think what's going on because of the drug use. There it is. Did you hear it? All right. Because of the drug use, now there's a lot of foot trafficking up and out of that house where they're living at. Okay? And it's disturbing all in the middle of the night. Yeah, boom, da block, da zoom, and all this old noise and stuff. Cool, shallow, and all of that. What? And all that noise and all that ghetto, the street slang and all this here carrying on. All right, I'll be on there. Bring the beer and all that. Bring the crack and all that. You know how they do, y'all. Okay, so they done got too noisy there and careless there. Okay, men's running in and out the house. Brothers running in. They ain't no brothers of ours. No, the junkies running in and out the house there. Even the children's in the neighborhood is not safe with these sexual addictions that's on them, with these sexual transmitted demons on these people. The children's in the neighborhood is not safe because some of them is pedophiles. Okay, all right. Okay, so they want these jokers up out of here. Okay? Yeah, the neighbors, they once got along with them, but not anymore. It looks like, no, we do not want you up in our neighborhood. We do not want you here. We do not want you here. We don't want you around here. We don't want you around here. Your company looking at my teenage daughter. And that's a woman, and my daughter is a girl, and she a woman, and she looking at my baby up and down there. Look like she ready to tackle my baby there. I don't want to have to go get my pow and treat her right, okay? I would blow this bee head off about my child. Or the men looking at the little boys and the girls there. They don't want these people in their neighborhood. They bringing down the value of this neighborhood here. They bringing down the property value in this neighborhood here. With they raggedy cars. Some of them got raggedy cars, big loud cars, and all that noise and stuff, backfiring, pow! Oh God, I see what y'all talking about. They don't want these people around here. They don't want them around here, man. Okay? Yeah, so they trying to borrow them up out this neighborhood. Yep. The kids may not be in the safest situation while your ex is still in that neighborhood. In fact, some of the neighbors is telling their kids now, when you see Randy, don't you speak to him. When you see Jeanette, don't you speak, you keep going. And my bleeding gonna approach your ex. Don't get back in my baby face again and see what I do to you. Don't you talk to my child. Don't you touch my doggone baby if I hurt you up. I will kill you. You get in my baby face and see what I do to you there. Okay? All right. Okay. Yeah, this person may have pushed you away because of their sexual and drug addictions. Thought they was going to have a sex fest up in that house there. And this is a man here. But the stick-up days is over. Okay, you know what I mean by the stick-up? They can't pull up. Okay, they having ED problems really bad, talking about the men. Okay, showing here that his life is declining and has declined really bad, but that ED has taken over. Not even the blue pill will work. It'll give them a heart attack, but it ain't gonna work and get that stick up. Okay, yeah, they have an ED problems, but I believe that's part of the judgment of the Most High, because that was their greatest weapon against the kids and other people. Okay, and that's how they was getting their money, because some of them is same-sex loving. Okay, for the men. Okay, there was prostitution, same-sex, man-on-man prostitution. Okay, all right. Yeah, it's showing that not only that their life has declined, but they have now hit rock bottom. Okay? My life is now in the worst trash ever, and I can't get out. Baby, you can't have no peace with no drugs and tricking and hoeing and whatever this thing you got going on there. Okay? You can't have no running the sunset after you done mistreated God's child. What you think you doing here? Okay? And the spirit is saying, yo, your ex did all this, him or her. They did this to themselves. For some of them, they are angry, jealous, hurt, crying, miserable, depressed, ready to they self. You know what I'm saying? They're ready, some of them ready to take themselves out of here. Okay? All right? They having crash outs, mental disturbances. Some of them might have to get a 50, 51 or 50, you know, when they have to be forced to go inside the crazy house there. Okay? Them, I got to say it there, because that's what the Spirit is telling me to say, because I can feel it. Some of them, I don't know what they done took. They bugging out. They bugging out in the head there. Them drugs tearing their ass up. And I gotta say it just like that. Their heads is being tore up there, y'all. Okay? Real wild and stuff. And don't let them not have the drug. Now I'm telling some real stuff here. Coming out the house wild when they have the withdrawals because they can't get the crack. Okay? Because we know it's whack. But listen, they have bad withdrawals here. No! No! What? I need drugs! I need drugs! Okay? Yeah, they have them crash out. I'll do it! I'll do it! What you said? And starting with the neighbors and stuff, somebody have to clunk them upside the head with a hammer. Okay? To back them down. Say it again. Get in my face. What you said and all that old thing. Crazy Carrie, you know how they get running from nowhere. Ain't nobody chasing them, taking off. That crack run when they just take off, y'all. Ain't nobody chasing them. And you have to, Benny, what's going on, man? They after me. Somebody, all that crazy mess there. Yeah, they back to that, y'all. They back to that. Or some of them, they real hunched over, stuck. They hunched over. They can't move. I think that's the fentanyl. Just gone. They gone, y'all. They gone. The Most High is saying here, y'all. And I got to say it just like the way the Most High is saying. Your ex showed me his ass. So now, I will show him or her my hand. Okay? And it is showing here. Death is at the door of your ex right now. And the Most High mean right now. Okay? All right. So that's what's going on with some of your exes now that you've been gone. Since you've been gone. Okay? That's what's been going on. Now, let's get inside of the good news concerning you, my sister, my brother. All right? If it's a male, place yourself, okay? But showing up for a female, okay? All right. Since you've been going away from him, or her, but sister, brother, listen up because I'm talking to you too. But showing up for a sister, since you've been gone away from him, is not at all a dream. All your upheavals are over since this joker been gone, okay? The Most High want to welcome you to your new start, sweetheart, okay? All right. If not yet happening, will soon coming. The miracle doors is now opening for you, okay? The Most High wants you to know, my love, you will be provided for. Lack and not enough is over. Even now, your money will always be protected, okay? So, just say thank you, okay? Tell the Most High thank you, will ya? He's making it provide, possible for you that you can get this second chance again to get your money back up, okay? All right. Listen. For some of you, new love is coming. And you may have been separate from this person for a while, and you may have been healing yourself up. And for this, what I'm about to tell you here, this is for the deserved, the ready, and the one that God is bringing this to, okay? You will be in your DM, a new DM. You will have a new divine masculine that's coming your way. You will be in your DM arms in less than 8 weeks, okay? Your new DM will be very protective about you. He'll be a sorry but sap of crap if he didn't protect you like a man should. Okay? He'll be a sorry crap of crap if he didn't protect you. Your bright smile really drives him crazy, girl. Okay? All right. And what the main thing he loves about you, sister, is because you are always a woman. And soon coming, you will be his woman and his woman only, okay? All right. Love you, Lady D.